a nice big feature on the East Coast Invasion this month. We got photographer Brad McFarlane at ringside right now.
I was impressed by the article. I actually read the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, and it did justice to the East Coast Invasion. But let's get back to business right here. You got beautiful Brian Fury with his man, the producer, right now. And this is probably not a wise move by beautiful Brian Fury, even though he's more powerful than Valentine.
Chop in the corner across the chest of Greg the Hammer Valentine. I think Valentine delivers much more vicious chops than that. And Fury needs to turn around. There, that's how you throw a chop. Greg Valentine and he knocks him down with 2 chops. And Brian Fury looks like he's retreating to the ringside floor. He and the producer complaining to referee A.T. Huck. That's what you deal with when you get in the ring with a former WWF Intercontinental Champion. And he goes in for more and catches a fist to the face from Greg Valentine.
Smart for beautiful Brian Fury to slow the tempo down a little bit with Greg the Hammer Valentine. He needs to step out right now, take a breather, and get his composure again.
Well, I don't know if he's voluntarily stepping out to take a breather, but he's laying down on his back on the ringside floor as Greg Valentine hears the cheers of this capacity crowd.
You being a wrestling genius, who is the behemoth with the producer?
The behemoth with the producer. I have never seen him before in my life.
You're supposed to be the wrestling genius. This gentleman may play a big factor in tonight's match, and I don't believe...
I am the wrestling genius. Why would I have to worry about anybody here in Michigan? I know everything there is to know about anything from the East Coast. I know anything there is to know about any talent from Japan, Mexico, the West Coast, the people in APW, All Pro Wrestling, Michael Modest and all those idiots out in California. I know everything there is to know about good talent. This big goof at ringside with the producer and Brian Fury. I don't know who he is. I don't need to know because he probably can't even wrestle. He's just tall.
As you see, the experience played a factor, but beautiful Brian Fury, the younger of the two, he's back in control of the match, and this time, though, he's taking way too much time. The producer needs to keep Fury focused.
Clothesline knocks down Greg Valentine. I'm surprised that Brian Fury has taken over control of the match this soon. You would think that Valentine, with more experience, would be able to take control of the match, but the producer up on the apron, distracting A.T. Huck as Brian Fury chokes Greg Valentine. I guess the producer being in his corner might be the deciding factor in this matchup.
And there's nothing wrong with what beautiful Brian Fury does. As long as the referee doesn't see it, it doesn't happen. And that's the advantage of having
That's my philosophy.
And that's the advantage of having a good manager at ringside.
Brian Fury drops the elbow, and another one. Looks like he's going to go for a third. Might be one too many. But he's flexing, admiring his bicep a little bit too much, looking in the mirror. Wasting time is Brian Fury. And Greg the Hammer Valentine, he's not going to pin him with that. He wasted way too much time.
And once again, that's an experience. Our beautiful Brian Fury is not realizing the significance of this match right now. Beautiful Brian Fury is taking his good old sweet time, checking out himself more than Greg the Hammer Valentine. And that is going to cost him maybe the title tonight if he keeps it the way he's going.
Referee A.T. Huck checking to see if that's a choke. Valentine seemingly powering out as the fans are cheering him on. Greg Valentine slowly making his way back to his feet. Has the hair of Brian Fury. Jawbreaker.
And this is right now. Brian Fury needs to step outside. He needs to. This is where he's making a mistake right here. He's talking to the producer.
Knee to the midsection by Greg Valentine. Whips Brian Fury into the ropes. Catches an elbow to the jaw. And down goes Brian Fury. Valentine with an elbow right to the forehead of Brian Fury. Seasoned veteran Greg the Hammer Valentine going against the relatively unexperienced Brian Fury. When did he break into the business? What, 1995, 96?
1996 as a masked wrestler from the ringside area. But beautiful Brian Fury, this is surprising right now about the Hammer. He's not focusing on the legs. Everybody knows his finisher is a figure 4 leg lock, and he's more focused on the upper body of beautiful Brian Fury than should be focusing on the legs.
Well, point needs to be made. Brian Fury might have an advantage over Greg Valentine in the strength department. He has got a great physique, and maybe taking out his upper body would be to the advantage of Greg Valentine. Maybe he's just looking to pin him rather than make him submit to the figure 4.
You see, beautiful Brian Fury is reaching for the ropes, but Greg the Hammer Valentine, the ring technician that he is, knows exactly where he is at all points of the match, and he keeps him in the middle of the ring.
Brian Fury fighting out of that armbar, and down goes Greg Valentine. Perfect opportunity for Brian Fury to capitalize on Greg Valentine's lack of being able to keep up with a guy so young in the ring. Hate to say it, but hey, he's getting up there. Belly to back suplex, he hits it, goes for the cover. Referee A.T. Huck goes down. Count of 2.
Once again, it's nonchalant cover by beautiful Brian Fury. I don't know what he's trying to prove here tonight in Westland, Michigan. But what he needs to do, he needs to hook the tights, hook the leg, whatever he has to do, put the weight down on Valentine's chest and pin him for the 1, 2, 3.
Greg Valentine's neck draped against the middle rope as Brian Fury distracting A.T. Huck as the producer is choking out Greg Valentine on the ropes. Good double team strategy.
And that's why the producer has led more men to the top than any other manager in the...
Hey, what are you trying to say?
He has led Alexis Machine to the NSWA heavyweight title. Have you done that yet?
Not yet, but look who's in the main event. It's the East Coast Invasion. Anyway, getting back to the match, another chop takes down Brian Fury, and Greg Valentine looks like he's setting up for the figure 4. He hasn't been working on the leg, and he drops a headbutt down to the, I think that's an extreme nut cruncher.
And the lower extremities, as we would say. He looks like he set him up for the figure 4 leg lock.
The producer up on the apron. Referee A.T. Huck needs to get him down on the floor. Greg Valentine about to go for the figure 4, taking his attention away from Brian Fury. Double axe handle to the back of the neck of Greg Valentine, and Brian Fury now with Greg Valentine held. The producer looks like he's about to hit him, and he hits his own man with the mirror. Brian Fury is knocked out. Valentine drops the elbow, goes for the cover, and a 3 count. Greg Valentine is your new Great Lakes Television Champion here in the NSWA.
34 seconds. The winner, the new title holder of the NSWA Great Lakes TV title, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
What a round of applause from this capacity crowd for Greg the Hammer Valentine. The producer trying to help his man Brian Fury. It backfires on him. That's a mistake that I don't make at ringside. Greg Valentine walks away with the gold.
A shot of the head with the mirror has cost Hot Seat Productions another match tonight, another victory tonight, and the gold.
Scheduled for one final with a time limit of 20 minutes. It is the Tag Team War. First, from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame city of Cleveland, Ohio, weighing a combined 575 pounds, Jivo and Juggernaut, the Theater of Pain.
We got a tag team war in store for you tonight. The Theater of Pain, Cleveland's own hardcore tag team that are making their invasion into the NSWA, and they got a task in order of tonight. They are taking on 2 of the most violent, hardcore son of a guns ever to hit not only the NSWA, but their home promotion, the IWA. They are going to be taking on Madman Pondo and Ox Harley tonight. This match is going to be brutal. Kiddies, if you got a weak heart, But if you are squeamish, I advise you to turn on South Park or Friends, because you do not want to watch this match if you are the fan of horror. But if you want to see true, hardcore, violent, disgusting, brutal, bloody, gruesome, violent wrestling action, if you want to see guys getting cut up, being busted up, being hit with barbed wire, baseball bats, broken glass, every other object there is, I advise you to set your VCR tapes right now. You are not going to want to miss this match. This is going to be a brawl. These guys have fought in the South, and what I've reported is that it's been one hell of a war. You got Gimo. Gimo's our ball gentleman. He needs to go to Hair Club for Men. And then also, we got the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is wearing the black leotard. Don't let their size fool them. Don't let their attitude fool them. These guys are going to take it to the extreme. These guys are going to be insane. Juggernaut just became a fan favorite as he's taking on some of the most popular and notable fans in the NSWA.
Their opponent, weighing a combined 515 pounds, from anywhere we can where it pleases us, and from the realm of pain, Madman Hondo.
See an eruption in a moment, fans. These wrestling fans have paid their hard-earned money to see wrestling violence and the mayhem of violence. Madman Hondo with this notorious stop sign, and you got Ox Harley with that baseball bat, which we've seen in the past, wrapped in barbed wire. And fans, don't let me kid you. That barbed wire is real barbed wire. It will cut, it will maim, it will hurt you. The censors are on tonight. This is your last chance. If you don't want to see hardcore, brutal, violent wrestling action, turn the show off. But if you want to see it, if you want to see the sickest, most innovative wrestling you've ever seen in your life, stay tuned, fans. Parental discretion is highly advised tonight. Joined in the broadcast booth by a man that must be puzzled right now. My boss, the producer. What happened?
We are
I wish not to comment at this time, Matt. As you see, we have a beautiful Brian Fury I've known since he was a little boy. Beautiful Brian Fury, Matt. I changed that boy's diapers. And for something like this, this is supposed to be the greatest night of our life with beautiful Brian Fury who's going to win the TV title, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but I'm just, I'm puzzled. We have a disgruntled producer tonight. He has every right to be. His man, beautiful Brian Fury, has seemingly left Hot Seat Productions, but we got to get back to this brawl. Ox Harley with the barbed wire baseball bat on the Juggernaut. I'll be able to talk to him a whole lot better, Jake. Matt. See, I'm so confused right now. I can't tell you two apart. But I'll be able to talk more about it after I'm able to sit down with Brian, after he's calmed down. Right now, he's pretty upset right now. Ox Harley just takes a stop sign. You don't see that too often in NSWA. Juggernaut's right into the post. Hondo with a barbed wire bat right into Gmo. This is a no disqualification match fans. If you haven't already realized that by now, the referee's being very lenient tonight. Just the introduction of all these choices of weapons. Once again, fans, parental discretion is advised for this match tonight. If you are squeamish, you may want to change the channel. Otherwise, you're in for one hell of a brawl tonight. You have, it looks like Madman Pondo smothering the Chemo's face into the barbed wire baseball bat. That's Gmo there, Matt. Oh, I'm sorry, Gmo. The other one's Juggernaut. His name's on the back of his shirt. That may help him out later on tonight. Ox Harley is in control with the Juggernaut right now. He has that stop sign, notorious stop sign, in his hands. And we got action on both sides of the ring right now. Well, I don't know what, Gmo's bleeding like a stuck pig. I believe that in this match, all four men will be busted open right now. And it looks like Pondo's taking a plastic bag, and he's wiping off the blood off of Gmo. Ox Harley, this is a rarity. He throws him back into the middle of the ring. All four men are in the middle of the ring right now. As you see, Gmo is busted wide open. Juggernaut's bleeding now, too. If he hasn't bleeding before, he's definitely bleeding now real bad. And you see, the IWA boys, Ox Harley and Madman Pondo, are in control right now, but Gmo with a vicious chair shot on the Madman Pondo. And you got the Juggernaut. I think he has an object in his head. He's hitting Ox Harley in the head. He's going to set him up, it looks like, for a suplex. Suplexes him over. He just missed that barbed wire baseball bat. And fans, that is real barbed wire wrapped around a wooden Louisville slugger. 4 prongs of barbed wire for each one. Oh my God, Madman Pondo in the small of the back of Gmo. And the barbed wire almost got stuck on his back. And what is Madman Pondo setting up for? Right in the arm, he hits the baseball bat all over the Juggernaut. He's focusing right now on his gut. You got Gmo taking it to a high level on Ox Harley. There is no control in this match. All 4 men are legal men in this match, it looks like. And you got Madman Pondo rubbing the head of the Juggernaut on that barbed wire baseball bat. And Madman Pondo, he's calling for the fans to throw a chair in the ring. I don't recommend this. This is brutal, hardcore action. What is Madman Pondo setting up the Juggernaut for? He's sitting him in a chair. Maybe he's getting a little break. Oh, vicious lariat off the middle rope onto the chair by the Madman Pondo. The Juggernaut looks like he's out. He ain't getting up from this. I don't know how he got up after that. He's lost a lot of blood. This match is taking it out on all the wrestlers. I can't describe what he's doing to the Juggernaut right now, fans. The censors will... Oh
my God. Barbed wire right to the nads.
Okay, so it's a sure show you can say without me getting fined.
That's why we have sensors.
And Ox Harley's busted wide open too. All four men are busted wide open. You knew this was going to happen sooner or later. He has a stop sign again on the, oh my God, you heard that all across the Wayne Ford Civic League. Gimo has to be knocked out right now. How do these wrestlers put up with the violence? How do they put up with the carnage? And as you see, Madman Pando's laughing. He's enjoying the violence that he's inflicting and being inflicted on him.
Well, the sick part of it is, though, I think Juggernaut and Gimo are enjoying just receiving it. I mean, these guys are sick.
Once again, you can hear that.
I don't know how many moving violations Juggernaut's had tonight, but obviously I've seen about 4 or 5 stop sign shots.
And Ox Harley has that vicious baseball bat in his hands right now. Gimo needs to get that baseball bat away from Ox Harley. What is Ox Harley? Oh my God, the barbed wire baseball bat is stuck on him.
I don't think he meant to catch that.
It is. The baseball bat is stuck on a Gimo. Madman Pando, a 320-pound wrestler, off the top rope onto the solid concrete.
Well, I don't think he weighs quite that much, Jake, but I think the man's got the idea.
Oh my God!
And Ox Harley is just repeated blows with the barbed wire baseball bat onto Gimo. And Gimo gets back up. I don't know how he does this.
I do. He's an idiot.
Would you ever have one of your men in this type of match? And you see Madman Pando with a steel chair on the Juggernaut.
Let me ask you something. What kind of sick individual? You got to be masochistic to get into a match like this. Of course not.
Ox Harley is down on the mat. And this is Gimo. This may be dangerous for Ox Harley. He has control of that baseball bat. He's raking the head. Pando with that stop sign. That stop sign has been used more than 10 times tonight on the head of Gimo.
I believe that's another moving violation.
Oh, Madman Pando. That sign's not meant to go that way.
Don't stop anybody from having kids.
Now, Ox Harley is taking the barbed wire from the bat. He's wrapping it around the eyes and forehead of Gimo. The referee may want to stop this match. The Juggernaut has been knocked to the floor. And this is maybe a deadly situation for Gimo. You got both of the most hardcore wrestlers in the ring left alone with Gimo. What is Madman Pando setting him up for? He has to, oh my God, what is he going to do to him? He just leg dropped a steel stop sign onto the face of Gimo. Gimo has to be knocked out.
Well, if he gets the moonsault, it's over. Done.
Stick a fork in him, he's done.
1, 2, 3.
This match has lived up to the hype. This match has lived up to the carnage. I know that the editing machines will be very busy tonight.
Got a little bit of preparation to do. I'll catch you later, man.
The producer has left the broadcast booth tonight. This match has been truly chaotic. As you see, the victors, Madman Pando, Ox Harley, are leaving with that stop sign. That's their trophy of the night. All 4 men are busted open.
Permanent injuries, certainly the result of this.
We're going to need medical attention, fans, for Gimo. Gimo is not getting up.
He might need immediate medical attention. Juggernaut just pulled him out with no regard. He pulls him out, he landed on his head. Incredible action plot through the floor. Here in the Wayne Ford Civic League, see Gimo flailing about at anything within sight. They got to be careful. They got to get him out of there before he might get sued.
This next match is scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your ref, Gary Coleman. Introducing from Detroit, a combined weight of 520 pounds, the
close. History is being made tonight when the NSWA proudly presents not Machine Gun Mike Kelly and definitely not KC Thunder, but their opponents.
477 pounds, from New Zealand, and Butch the Bushwhacker.
You heard the ring announcer correctly, fans. Straight from the World Wrestling Federation. You have Luke, you have Butch, you have the Bushwhackers, and it looks like I'm being joined by the greatest lightweight, not only in independent wrestling organizations, but in the world today, the Reckless Youth, and it's truly a privilege.
Brother, when you talk about me, you can't just restrict me to a light heavyweight, honestly, because I have beaten numerous heavyweights in this business. Perfect example of this, the Misfits, which came out several months ago that everybody in this promotion was too scared to wrestle. I beat them both in singles matches and in tag team matches up and down the East Coast. 180 pounds, kicking butt and taking names. So when you say the best lightweight, you better damn sure say, nah. You better say the best independent wrestler in this country, soon to be legend in this sport.
And hopefully sooner than later we see him in the Big Two. But right now you have two real legends in the ring, and I mean legendary. You got Luke and Booch, the Bushwhackers, making their debut in the NSWA.
This is a perfect example of why I don't have a contractor and why I'm not getting paid the big money in a major company, because old farts like this won't get out of the business and let the young guys come up in the business and earn what they deserve. The message I have to say to these old farts that are coming down and taking my money is retire, old men, because you don't have the guts or the skill or the stamina to get in the ring with me.
You heard it directly from the Reckless Youth, hopefully a future star in either the World Wrestling Federation or World Championship Wrestling. But right now,
Vince, Eric, if you're listening to this, call me quick.
Right now you have the former NSWA Tag Team Champions taking on the Bushwhackers. I know this is a very proud moment in KC Thunder's career because I believe this is the biggest match of his lifetime tonight. He's watched these two men when he was a youngster wrestle, and now he has a chance to prove himself in the sport of wrestling against the Bushwhackers.
Watching the Bushwhackers when you're a youngster isn't anything to be proud of, and honestly, even if I did, I certainly wouldn't tell anybody that. That just shows how much a goof he is that he runs around telling everybody that. Just for that reason alone, he should just lay down in the ring and get pinned by him. Didn't he wrestle Rhythm and Blues last month or 2 months ago, whatever it is?
They did wrestle Rhythm and Blues at the last card, and they did lose the NSWA Tag Team titles, the titles they want back. And it looks like Mike Kelly wants to raise the roof.
I'm with you all the way, Mike. Psych.
I got to ask you while we have a pause in the action right here, what do you think of tonight's match? Team ECI versus Team NSWA. Whoever wins gets total control of the NSWA.
The way I look at it, I don't want to come out here and make a bold prediction and say that the ECI is going to win controlling interest of the company and close down this freaking bingo hall tonight. No, I'm going to base it on simple fact. And the fact of the matter is, just like I say time and time again, every hotline you have me freaking call, every promo you make me cut, I'm going to say it bottom line. We are 13 times the wrestlers, Ric Flair's magic number, than these guys will ever be. You look at the sheets, you look at the magazines, you watch TV, you hear everybody talking about the East Coast invasion. That in itself says it all.
I can't argue with you. When you guys stormed the ringside when the card first began, you got the biggest pop of the night. The fans are behind Team ECI, and the NSWA may be in trouble tonight, and they may lose total control of the NSWA, and we may have President Prazak. But as you see, the new Wild Bunch maybe a smart move taking it to the Bushwhackers before the match began.
See, what they got to realize is the Bushwhackers are cagey. You can't jump the Bushwhackers. The Bushwhackers don't know how to wrestle, so why are you going to brawl with them? All you have to do is put them in an arm lock or headlock takeover, grab a hold, and it'll confuse the hell out of them. That's how you beat the Bushwhackers. They got to go and start brawling with them. You know they got nothing in their head, and they're punching them in the head. You know it's not doing nothing to them.
The views and opinions are expressed by the Reckless Youth.
Perfect example, right there. Are these guys scouting anybody?
I do have to agree with the Reckless Youth tonight because you do not want to brawl with the Bushwhackers.
Put them in a Fujiwara armbar, a cross claw hold. Let's see something. Come on. Let's see that shoot background Mike Kelly has. And what's the other goose name?
Casey Thunder.
Casey Thunder. Let's see that shoot background. Put the Whackers in a hold and then see what they're going to do. They're not going to do that stupid little dance. I'm so pissed off that they got my paycheck. I might run down and beat them up myself.
While I have you here, Jimmy V won the NSWA light heavyweight title. Are your eyes set on maybe having another match with Jimmy V? Your matches in the past have been true classics on the highlight reel, and you have a chance of maybe gaining the NSWA light heavyweight title. Or are your eyes on bigger things?
First of all, Jimmy V and I only wrestled each other once to date, and that was in a tag team match 2 months ago, and I put his butt through the mat, and I made him scream uncle. Everybody out there is saying, oh, it's the most anticipated match in all of the Midwest. Reckless Youth versus Jimmy V. Well, once again, put the stats up. Look at Reckless Youth. Look at Jimmy V. He's a little jabron that can only get booked in a territory that his friends are running. I wrestle all over the freaking country. I am international. I've wrestled all over the country, up in Canada. God knows where else I'm going to go. My credentials speak for itself, and the Reckless Youth name carries more weight than Jimmy V's stupid little V sign he makes and the 450 splash that I can't do. That's right. I said there's a move in this business that I can't do, but I'll tell you what, I can sure as hell kick out of it.
I do have to admit that you are correct here. Reckless Youth is known worldwide.
Put him in a hold.
And we had the Reckless Youth doing some managerial tutelage on Casey Thunder and Machine Gun Mike Kelly.
Kelly, put him in a Fujiwara or something. They don't know how to catch. See, you put a hold on them, they'll get all confused, and they'll just tap out.
I believe that the referees just made a 10 count. No, the Bushwhackers stopped that count. The new Wildbloods should not want any part of the Bushwhackers.
This is smart. This is smart.
The new Bushwhackers out of this ring by the count of 10. Not only are we going to win, but we're going to come out there and kick your ass.
Brother, I think the IWA guys out there put a little hardcore into everybody because he just sweared. The Bushwhackers sweared.
Family entertainment is down the drain right here. We got Machine Gun Mike Kelly and Casey Thunder storming the ring.
Put on a hold, guys. Put on a hold. Put on a hold. See, this is good because they shifted the momentum. Now the Whackers got to slow down, and they shifted the momentum. And I got to honestly think that the stamina is going to be in the edge of the younger guys, and that definitely, by looking at the two tag teams, you're going to know who the younger guys are.
The one thing that the Bushwhackers do have over Casey Thunder and Mike Kelly is experience, and you may disagree with this, but wrestling knowledge. They've had every wrestling move put on them.
No, I disagree with that because they have not been in the ring with the Reckless Youth, so they have not had every move put on them.
And we have that is Luke, I believe, in control of Casey Thunder.
No, that's Butch.
Casey Thunder in the ring.
Luke is the other goof on the ring apron. And you know what's sad? I actually know who two are, and I'm blind and I can't even see from this far. Are you a wrestling fan? Are you even supposed to be doing? How can you do play-by-play and you don't even know the people? Where's your little piece of paper over here to tell what the people are? You don't even know what guys what.
As you see right now, Luke is having total control of Casey Thunder. Machine Gun Mike Kelly has not been in the ring yet, and this.
I'm sorry, Shaquille. I'm just a little irritated about this whole, East Coast, Midwest thing. It's about time these people start realizing that East Coast wrestling is the real deal. Okay? I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Let's just talk about this match right here. Casey Thunder's got a good leg lock on him right now.
I do have to ask you one more question about tonight's main event. Dave Prazak's been in one wrestling match, and tonight you have him in a steel cage against all the NSWA's top stars. Not Team ECI, but all the NSWA's top stars. They may not be the same caliber as Team ECI, but they're still maybe a notch above Dave Prazak.
You know what? Honestly, we're looking at finishing off the match before Dave Prazak even hits the ring. So Dave Prazak, I mean, we got enough in us. All we have to do is put him behind Montoya, and nobody's going to see him anyway. So it's not like we have to worry about Prazak. People aren't even going to know he's in the ring.
The Bushwhackers are right now in control of this tag team warfare.
Casey Thunder right here. Right there, good monkey flip. Good monkey flip by Mike Kelly.
Shot on the top rope. And a smart move by Casey Thunder and Mike Kelly. They are cutting the ring in half right now. And Butch is trying to get his cousin some momentum right now by having the fans get behind him.
He's so much of a goof. He's been sitting at home for so many months. He forgot what his own name is because he's got him chanting for Luke, and he's Luke on the apron.
The one thing,
that was a beautiful hip toss. And a nice leg drop right there by Casey Thunder.
Fans, I believe we are not watching the same match right here, but the Reckless Youth is a wrestling genius. I'm not going to argue with him right now. If anybody knows wrestling holds, it is the Reckless Youth, so he can call it what he wants to. And Casey Thunder is trying to test his strengths right now. Now you got me confused with Butch.
I don't, you know what? I don't know. But honestly, does it really matter? It's Bushwhacker. All you gotta say is Bushwhacker. Why are we even sitting here confusing ourselves debating on whose name is what? You know what I mean? Casey Thunder right here. Stop goofing around. Tagging Mike Kelly.
The elbow drop. It's one thing I have to agree with you on right now. Casey Thunder is showboating to the fans when he could have been making a tag to his partner.
Nobody even cares, and he's playing to the fans. Good. See right there. Good, solid, technical wrestling hold by Mike Kelly. Good stiff stomp in the base of the cerebellum.
But I don't think that really hurt Butch, because as you said before, they're not the brightest lads out there.
Yeah, Butch no-sold it. What was that?
Another clothesline by Luke on Casey Thunder.
If I see one more clothesline, I'm going to start doing my laundry.
Casey Thunder's got a lot of time in this match. Casey Thunder desperately needs to make a tag right now, or the former NSWA Tag Team Champions. They're going to be on the short end of the paycheck tonight, and on that pecking order, they're going to be on the bottom of the order with the great tag teams of the NSWA.
What are you talking about?
The whole match, basically. It's quite simple. The NSWA has some great tag teams, and if they lose tonight against the Bushwhackers, they're going to have to climb up that chart to get back in contention for the NSWA tag team titles.
Wait a minute, they have great tag teams, but we bring out a tag team from the East Coast and they're too scared to wrestle them. So how can you say they have great tag teams here when they wouldn't even wrestle the best independent tag team in the country today, the Misfits, Harley Lewis and Derek Domino?
Well, a lot of the wrestlers are scared of getting that type of match because they know the Misfits. They don't care about the rules. All they want to do is hurt people and they want to maim people. And I don't see Honky Tonk Man or Greg the Hammer Valentine getting that type of match.
See, now look at Mike Kelly handling whatever Bushwhacker he is. See right there, skill, ring experience, and then he's gonna tag in Casey Thunder. And what's he gonna do that for?
And they are cutting the ring in half right now. And if there's not a tag made shortly, the Bushwhackers debut may not be victorious, may not be that glamorous, and Casey Thunder is putting the beating right now too. Butch,
I don't really think that's cutting the ring in half. I think that technically might be considered cutting the ring in a third, what they're doing right now. I don't know, what do you think about that?
We have geometry lessons by the Reckless Youth, and no one can argue with him because he is the greatest wrestler in the world today. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you are, without a shadow of doubt, in the top 5 in the world today.
That's a bold statement. I mean, I may be cocky, I may be obnoxious, I may be full of myself, but I'll tell you what, I'm not going to come out here and make that statement. I would probably say in the top 3.
Well, Casey Thunder goes to the well once too often. On the look, Casey Thunder needs to make a tag, but instead...
See, right here, he's confusing him, grabbing a hold, grab the hold, grab the hold.
He's working on the leg, and he stops Luke from making a tag.
Making the tag, Mike Kelly, put on the hold, brother. He's going to get confused and spontaneously combust.
And it looks like Butch wants to take it too, Gary Coleman. And we got the Wild Bunch double teaming Luke right now. this competition may be too fierce for the Bushwhackers, who have wrestled some great tag teams in the World Wrestling Federation. And
He's outside. This is okay. Shooting star press to the floor. Are we gonna see it? What's Casey Thunder doing? That wasn't that bad. I mean, that'll work. Throw him into the crowd. Hit him with a chair or something. Hey, Casey, come up here. I got a gun. You can shoot him.
We got a managerial test by the Reckless Youth, and we got Casey Thunder taking it to the fans, literally. The fans wanting to meet the Bushwhackers. They're getting a first-hand chance right now. And the Bushwhacker Luke is bringing a chair to the ringside area. This is uncommon, and this is not his type of wrestling match.
Hey, don't forget the old sheep herder days. And everybody knows the Bushwhackers are the sheep herders. One of the most violent tag teams in wrestling ever.
As you see, they slingshotted Luke under the bottom rope. He may be out of this match right now. The wind may be knocked out of him, and they're trying it one more time. Going the well, maybe once too often.
Mike Kelly's getting some fans behind him.
He rapes his neck 3 times around the bottom rope, and they're raising the roof right now. And if they don't make a tag, the Bushwhackers...
See, it's exactly what I'm talking about right here. Everybody knows that these guys, the Bushwhackers, don't have too good, their bodies aren't in the greatest condition of the world right here. And this move right here can pop his hip out. And I heard him talking in the back saying he's got a bad hip. Mike Kelly zoned in on that, and he's trying to pop his freaking hip out.
And Luke had to make the save right now onto his cousin Butch.
Because he knew he was going to pop his hip out. Look at him, he's holding his hip. He's holding his hip.
And Casey Thunder may be working on that hip, as Reckless Youth pointed out, but with a vicious chop to the chest, Casey Thunder, the youngster, who's only been in business a couple years, is taking it to Butch right now.
Give him a dragon screw, Casey.
And right now, you got both of the Wild Bunch doing double team, a legal double team, and on to Butch.
How many times is he going to come in to realize that it's not working? He should just stay on the apron. The referee's going to see it right away, and then he can break it up. He's causing more harm than he's doing good.
I'd have to agree with you, and with all the experience, over 35 years in the ring experience, they should know by now. But as you see, the new Wild Bunch, they're working pretty well as a tag team tonight.
Yeah, they're on the money. Obviously, they've been training and saying their prayers and eating their vitamins, that type of thing.
And Mike Kelly takes Luke, has him in the corner. Looks like as I set him in the corner. It looks like Luke's back is shot. Mike Kelly's taking it, a high-risk maneuver here. You don't see that too often by a machine gun.
I'll tell you what, I was hearing whispers in the wind that if Mike Kelly and KC Thunder win tonight, if they beat the Bushwhackers, that will propel them into a position where they might have a possible bargaining chip with Titan, also known as WWF. So if they pin these punks to the mat tonight or make them submit, they very well could have a tryout on Monday Night Raw.
And that would be a sight to be seen. You see Machine Gun Mike Kelly and KC Thunder on TV, and you are seeing them exclusively on NSWA home videos. And you have KC Thunder, once again, a telegraph, putting his head down. You can't do that.
That's it. Break out the tide.
Luke desperately needs to make a tag right now.
Okay, I gotta go. See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the right.